Yeah, I'm not gonna do my catchphrase, that good morning, good afternoon, and you guys already know the bit. I try to do a little bit more at Divinity Original Sin, but yeah, I got, I'm not gonna lie, I got tired. So I am gonna go ahead and fix that and do a little bit more than 50 minutes because I like Divinity Original Sin. And I actually want to put the time in it. Then we'll move on. So for today's schedule, or I guess the schedule for this week, we're still doing Saints Row the third remaster, just finishing it up this week. But I think Monday it's tentative for now. We're gonna focus on finishing the D section because we only got a few left, so I felt like that's a good time. After we do the D section, tomorrow is going to be pretty much the new PlayStation Plus games come out, and so I'm gonna of course do that. Maybe 2 videos per new game, like I usually do, and then focus on Saints Row the Third remaster for that Tuesday if we have time. But really, it'll probably be Wednesday and Thursday. Then we're gonna move on to the E section, which is not a lot, so it'll be over pretty quick. And then we'll focus on Saints Row the Third remaster. And Sunday, I think we're gonna go ahead and move on to the F section, but we're gonna do just like a few. We're not gonna dedicate a whole lot of time because that could be saved for the weekend. So the priority, finish the D section, move on, and try to finish up Saints Row Third Remaster so I can get back to the 3 big games I've been focusing, like Elden Ring, Horizon Zero Dawn, and Marvel Spider-Man, because those are where the views are coming in and the likes. Surprisingly. Okay, so anyway, leave a like, comment, or subscribe, or of course, leave suggestion of game walkthroughs you guys really want me to do. I'm very open to feedback, but if it's going to be just something about you pretty much saying that, hey, you should do this or you should do that, I'm open to that. But if you're just going to be a total dick and just kind of tell me, like, hey, you suck and all that, then I'm going to just ignore your comments or just call you out on the stream. So, that's a warning to any spammers or someone who just wants to leave a negative comment. But anyone who leaves a positive comment, I am very open to that, and thank you for the likes and thank you for the positive comments. Let's keep this going. Alright, go inside.
Slimy, reeking, rotting sea garbage. Nothing worse than being stuck on land. The floor's just too damn steady. Plenty of fish in the sea, but I've got the foulest of the lot on my
leaving
hands.
as soon as we're packed up.
One of the orcs are sending another fleet.
Size sail, shiver me timbers and sliver me heels.
We mustn't let the flames spread to the harbour.
But here's the biggest buckets we've got. What if the orcs are sending another fleet?
What if the orcs are sending another? The ship's blazing ever higher. Must the orcs learn how to play with fire? What if the orcs are sending another fleet?
When I saw a source hunter in the harbour, I thought for sure the ship would be saved. Maya culpa for putting faith in your kind. She was targeted by the orc shaman during the attack, and now she's left to the ocean's cold embrace. We just couldn't get ahead of the flames with nothing but a few men and some buckets.
Another ship sent to an early grave in the harbours of Sicil. A terrible sight, that. She was targeted by the orc shaman during the attack, and now she's left to the ocean's cold embrace. We just couldn't get ahead of the flames with nothing but a few men and some buckets.
Keep your pleasantries to yourself. What are you doing inside this warehouse, snooping around? If it's conversation you're looking for, I'd recommend my comrade Florius, or as I prefer to call him, Loose Lips McGee. As for myself, my job is to protect this warehouse, not chit-chat with intruders. That idiot man-child would sooner spend an hour chatting up a thief than a minute arresting him. I only hope he gets transferred out of this warehouse and straight to the perimeter. Let him rot off as zombies here instead of mine. Even thinking of him turns one into a gabbing hen. Please, leave me be.
One day, Moira. One day you'll show 'em all.
Salutations! Source hunters, I see. I'm Sergeant Curtius, proud protector of this house of Legion goods. Curtius is my name, the Legion is my calling. This is a storing house for Legion supplies, perhaps the most important building in the realm, by my and others' estimation. And I, Sergeant Curtius, have been trusted to guard it.
Making conversation, mate.
Salutations! Source hunters, I see. I'm Sergeant Curtius.
It's just a turn of phrase.
Will you please turn your phrases elsewhere?
Report!
Nothing to report, sir.
You never have anything to report.
Isn't that a good thing? Well, a source hunter. A very hearty welcome to our humble warehouse. Have a look around. And don't mind if I pick your brain about the scoop around Undervale. I'm behind on my current affairs. I tell you, this gig sure beats getting my toes bitten off by zombies out in the field. We warehouse guards don't have to do much apart from stroll the perimeter a few times an hour. And, of course, every now and again, some friendly folks, like yourself, will wander through here. And nothing beats a pleasant conversation, though my comrade Horatius has quite different opinions on that matter. Have you talked to him? Thinks every man, woman and child who steps foot in this place wants to rob it blind. If I so much as greet a townsperson with a hello instead of a state your purpose, he starts frothing on and on about guardly duty and security breaches. This Jake business is quite the scandal, no? I myself suspect his wife, Esmeralda, and the butcher seconds that, let me tell you. Then again, and you didn't hear this from me, he's going through quite the nasty divorce himself, and there's his children to consider. But I imagine his youngest, Kimberly, won't mind. Never did get on well with her mother ever since the incident. Oh, it's an unparalleled pleasure having a fresh ear around here. That fusspot said what? Well, old Loose Lips will let that lowly backbiter know what he thinks about that. So, something you'd like to say to my face?
I haven't a thing to say to you. I'm on duty.
Duty, indeed. Put up your fists.
Are you mad? We're guards, not drunks on the street.
Enough! Both of you! What is this barbarism? Back to your post at once!
Sir, this is an important matter. A matter of honor.
Such matters are to be settled on your own time. Understood?
Understood, sir.
Such bickering is all that thieves need to sneak by unnoticed.
It won't happen again, sir.
It better damn well not.
You've caused enough distractions, I think.
That old spoilsport Horatius can gripe all he wants. I won't let him affect my disposition. No, sir.
One day, Moira. One day you'll show 'em all. Well, a source hunter. About time the council took us seriously. Maybe you can start with the two idiots hiding their pet orc here. One day, Moira. One day you'll show 'em all.
She wouldn't hurt a fly, and I won't let you hurt a horn on her head. Oh!
One day, Moira. One day you'll show 'em all.
Bringing your little orcish girlfriend here is like bringing a wolf to a hen house.
Nonsense. Listen. She's
One day, Moira. One day you'll show 'em.
Who better than a proven orc crusher to convince my dumbbell of a friend here that orcs are predators, not pets?
Enough of that. I know how dangerous an orc can be, but this one has been reformed. Anyone can see that she's completely docile, but my prejudiced friend here still wants to kill her.
Maybe before the great orc raid we had time to indulge Ninius's idiotic obsessions. But now we're needed at our posts. I can hardly believe I've been wasting time protecting an orc when I should be running them through.
Excuse my friend's violent outbursts. He hasn't enjoyed a woman's touch in quite some time now. It makes him a bit edgy.
Your woman's touch is less of a loving caress and more of a claw shanked brutally through the throat. I'll take my chances as a bachelor, thanks.
My friend here and I were patrolling outside the city walls, when who did I see creeping along the shore but this lovely orcish lady? For a brief second, as long as eternity, we locked eyes. Perhaps confused by the butterflies in her stomach, she sprang up and began running, claws bared towards Marius. Fortunately for him, I had the presence of mind to ignore my sword and instead adroitly fling my pouch of trinkets towards her. A vial of love potion shattered over her head, and when she turned to face me, she became instantly enamored. I'm sure she must have been compelled to join the Orcish army under some kind of duress. A lady with such a sweetly savage manner would never willingly join up with those vicious marauders.
Ha! I can assure you there wasn't a hint of sweetness in those murderous eyes when she lunged at my throat. She may be confined here for now, but who's telling when she'll escape and who she'll rip to shreds?
I've always had an amateur interest in all things alchemical. When I read in an esteemed periodical from the Wizards of Youthful Gore about an amazing opportunity that could change my life, I had to act fast or lose the once-in-a-lifetime deal. I sent away for the world-famous love potion, available for a limited time only, and it has worked exactly as promised.
You see what a fool my friend has been. Spending all his cash on snake oil and bringing a temporarily tranquilized monster into our midst to boot.
What kind of monster would lie in a published advertisement? I'm sure the effects of the potion will be everlasting, as printed.
You see, he'd believe it was noon at midnight if he read it on a printed pamphlet. Please tell me you can reason with him, or ditch reason and use your sword to shave him from his murderous darling.
This place reeks of orc stench.
What's the point in causing more pain in this beleaguered city? Question her and see what comes of it. Don't you want to see whether or not this experiment proves successful? A real working love potion. Think of the possibilities.
This place reeks of orc stench.
All right, we'll do it your way.
Bravo! I trust not only the potion, but my scaly sweetheart in and of herself.
You're going to regret this. We're all going to regret this.
Too bad indeed. Not even a skeptic like you can deny that she loves me.
An orc in love. Ha! When this little charm fades.
This place reeks of orc stench.
That old spoilt.
A little orcish. Here is like bringing a wolf to a hen house. Ah! Who better than...
Enough of that. I know.
You see?
You're right. The information she provides could well turn the tides here in Sicil.
Bravo! I trust not only the potion, but my scaly sweetheart in and of herself.
You're going to regret. Bringing your little orcish girlfriend here is like bringing a wolf to a hen house.
One day, Moira. One day you'll show 'em all.
Ah,
Enough of that.
maybe your woman's touch is...
My friend, perhaps a vial. I'm sure.
Ha! I can assure you there wasn't...
Ah, I sent away.
You see...
What kind of monster?
This place reeks of orc stench.
Hello again! As you can see, I'm still trying to convince this fool that a doped-up orc is not a pet. But he simply won't listen. You see, he'd believe it was...
What's the point in causing more pain in this beleaguered city? Question her and see what comes of it. Don't you want to see whether or not this experiment proves successful? A real working love potion. Think of the possibilities.
This place reeks of orc stench.
Hello again! You see?
What's the point in causing more pain in... Don't you want to see whether or not this experiment proves successful? A real working love potion. Think of the possibilities.
This place reeks of orc
Hello
stench.
again! As you can see, I'm still trying to convince this fool that a doped-up orc is not a pet. But he simply won't listen.
I said to him, I said myself, if I don't start earning an extra gold piece well, what does it matter? Day labour's more suited to my nature anyhow.
Yes, honest pay for an honest day.
Seriously, trying to win an argument with the woman is near impossible.
You see? He'd believe it was noon at midnight if he read it on a printed pamphlet. Please tell me you...
Okay, we're just gonna skip that.
Reeks of orc stench.
No, seriously, this is the AI, and we're trying to win in an argument with the AI, but we're doing rock, paper, scissors, and basically her stats are higher. How does that work? I might have to save this and do this quest another time. Okay, that's freaking hilarious, though. Anyway.
What's the point in causing more pain in this beleaguered city? Question her and see what comes of it. Don't you want to see whether or not this experiment proves successful? A real working love potion. Think of the possibilities.
Why is Lupita beating me in the argument? Just saying. I guess it's really hard to... Yeah, well, anyway. Okay, I'm gonna pick paper. Son of a biscuit. As much as I'm determined to beat this quest, I am literally getting nowhere just trying to beat Lupita and literally in the rock, paper, scissor simulator.
This place reeks of orc stench.
Well, you're gonna have to deal with it until I level up. Just suck out all that orc stench. That's all I'm saying. How much time we wasted just doing that quest? I mean, even 30 minutes is fine. Just saying. I mean, once you think about it, this will...
Smell the sea air over this rot.
Well, you're gonna have to deal with that. That's another person's problem.
Nothing worse than being...
Don't care. Okay, well this will equal up to 50 minutes, because I felt bad that I didn't put 15 minutes in terms of that, but it's two separate videos. I think we'll be okay. So, I say let's save it. Don't you love that they can talk over the, you know, when I'm saving? That's pretty meta, is it? So, there will be more Divinity Original Sin as our character pose with the hero stance.
Plenty of fish in the sea, but I've got the foulest of the lot on my racks.
Riveting. Anyway, stay tuned.